So why does a business even need an internet marketing consultant today? Let's say that you go out and hire yourself an internet marketing guru, top gun guy that can take care of rankings, pay per click, you name it, he knows what he's doing. Well, let me tell you a story about a company that I actually used to work for. In this company, at the top of the marketing organization, this is about a $500 million a year company, there was a CMO. Now this really wasn't an internet marketing company, this was a direct mail-based company. Underneath that CMO sat a VP of marketing, and this guy had a master's degree, very, very experienced guy. In fact, he is the architect of the American Advantage Airlines program from a prior lifetime. So these are both this is a Stanford graduate up here. Very, very skilled, very intelligent people. Underneath them, they had a manager, a loyalty manager. Okay, this guy was out of Accenture. So again, top level guy. They also had a person that was directly responsible to oversee the direct mail. About 20 million pieces a month of direct mail. Then we had a group of 3 analysts that analyzed all the data that these people brought back to them. And then we had an outsourcing manager that oversaw all the printing, all the things that had to be done. And this team worked core together. And this group had put a website in place that got about 400 orders a month. Okay, now, that was actually quite profitable because it was all what you would call incremental business. It was all business they wouldn't have got otherwise. They had a huge call center. They were driving inbound calls from the direct mail. And some people would just look the site up, go there, and order service. This happened to be a local phone service, and the problem in local phone service is, of that 400 orders, they were probably getting about 1,000 people trying to order. Credit issues, lack of coverage, all different technical issues caused them to fall out. So they had to get an awful lot of people into this system to get it to order. One day they decided, let's bring this up. So they come in, and they hired an internet marketing specialist. That was me. Within 7 months, I took this number here to 1,600 orders a month. They waited until they got to here so they could afford me. This paid my salary. So this growth, this fourfold growth, was all to the bottom line. CMO's happy. VP of Marketing's happy. Loyalty manager doesn't really care. Direct mail person doesn't really care. Analysts, even though they live in numbers, have no clue about my metrics. And the outsourcing manager doesn't really know or care either. So what we had here is a very, very intelligent organization, very gifted group of people, but not understanding what the internet marketing person was doing. They didn't really care what I did. I could have done this job at this point, at 7 months into it, and I didn't stick around much long after this. So they have a retention problem with a talented person that's capable of doing this for them as well. But they didn't understand what I was doing. And nothing that I could try to explain to them would make them understand, because they all have their own world that they're operating in. And they're running marketing for a $500 million concern. And this is just this little extra piece of revenue for them. What they didn't understand is if we got the loyalty program working in combination with the internet, if we got the direct mail campaign making sure that it was pushing landing pages, and if we got the analyst digging through my analytics through training, this was a joke. This should have been between 15,000 to 20,000 customers a month because of this direct mail, because of this loyalty program, and because of the actually very, very good people that were up here running the entire program. But the problem was, since no one here was actually versed in internet marketing, that 7 months just wasn't long enough to help them out. The problem that they have is whenever you're dealing with an employee, it doesn't matter how qualified that employee is. New guy comes into the group, and no one here has the ability to actually judge, am I being straight with you? Am I telling you the truth? Is this worth the risk? If this organization had a quality, verified consultant to come in and work with this internet marketing specialist, no matter who he or she was, they could have gotten here, and they could have gotten here in less than 1 year's time. Unfortunately for this company, that didn't happen, that didn't work out, and I'm now here with my own company, my own concern. But this is an example of exactly why even a very large company with a very large budget needs consulting. But this could just as easily be, okay, we've got this huge company, all this, how does this apply to the small-time entrepreneur? Well, here's an actual scenario of somebody that we consulted with. Person has a website, has a product line on it. They totally believe in their product. The site was not performing. We taught them the simple, and I won't go through it all here, but the landing page process. But since they weren't actually willing to commit to long-term consulting, all we did was give them the formula and tell them to enact it. Without the consultant, all right, to do knowledge, you have to rely on, so you've got your consultant bridging you over here, right? Without that, everything fell apart, and this site looks just like it did before we gave them all the consultant. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you're a big company, it doesn't matter if you're a small entrepreneur. Good, solid consulting, giving you the knowledge that you need to continue on your own, will make your internet marketing efforts much more effective.